What's up, YouTube? Today we're looking at the best lockdown builds at NBA 2K26 Community Day Edition. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I love you guys, and we're going to break down the best lockdown builds at Community Day. So right away, this build number one, man. Shout out to Boom Boom. If you haven't, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe on her stuff. Yeah, she dropped a great build video right here. So shout out to Boom Boom. Make sure you sub up. But right away, she's 6'4", 224, 6'10 wingspan. Very long wingspan. Could shoot over people, could deflect passes, all that. That's pretty cool. She has a stand dunk for the threshold. She gets those little stand dunks. That's pretty cool. 73 driving dunk, you get the basic dunk. So this build, you're not going to be... This is what every comp lock pretty much has. They have low dunks so they could dunk when they need to, and they have stand dunk to get wide open dunks when they need to, whatever. So mid-range, she has an 80 mid-range. You can midi fade, you can shoot the mid. 88 three-pointer. This is really good. This is what pretty much every lock runs. They run an 88-ish three-pointer. Pretty cool. 75 pass. You know what's crazy, guys? I've been debating this pass stuff on Twitter recently. I think the pass is too high for a lock. I think all the best locks I see in my personal locks, like I use, hey man, I keep the pass accuracy as low as possible. I don't really need to throw full court passes or none of that. I'm just there to get stops, score, whatever. Like if you're a lock, you're playing a role. You're playing like a 3-and-D role. You're not really passing. So I think the pass is too high. I think the ball handle's too high. I think speed with ball is a little too high. But whatever, you could do whatever you want. But me personally, I don't like having high pass ac on the lock. I think 40 pass accuracy is good enough for lock, to be honest. I'm going to be honest. Maybe I'm thinking too compy, too sweaty, but I think the pass accuracy is too high. I think ball handle too high. I think just the whole playmaking section is too high. But if you guys want that extra level of your game, you could do that, you know, because I know a lot of you guys got to lead the offense also. You guys got to do a lot. So, yeah, but if you guys are playing with good teammates, you need to put the playmaking all the way down. Just get stops, hit your shots. That's all you really need. Interior doesn't really matter. But hopefully for the bigs, they buffed interior a little bit, but we'll see. Perimeter defense 94, you could cap breaker this to +5, 99. So this is 99 perimeter down the line. This is a kind of a future-proof build, so this is good. If you guys want to make one build and not make multiple builds, this is a good future-proof build. The only thing that might not make this future-proof is if the locks end up being taller, but as of now 6'4" is the consensus height for locks right now. But this is a good future-proof build because you can +5 this, +5 the steal. You can use your cap breakers to future-proof it. So that's your number one priority. You want to, when you make this build, you want to cap breaker the perimeter or the steal. You want to get one of these to 99, or you could do what a lot of people do. They do like 97 perimeter, 96 steal. Like they like break it up. But at the end of the day, when you get +10 cap breakers down the line, you want to put the perimeter 99, the steal 99. You get 68 block. I think you get high flying denier and rim protector. No, I think you just get high flying denier on this one. That's cool. You got enough block to block people, pin it off the backboard. You can take people out of dunks, take people out of layups. Cool, that's pretty cool. So remember, cap breakers, you're going to end up having 99 perimeter, 99 steal. Defense and offensive rebound, you don't really need like that, whatever. I kind of don't like how the defensive rebound is a 60. I'll kind of flip it. Like, you're never going to crash for rebounds on defense. It'll be cool if your point guard goes up with a terrible shot and you crash from the corner on a guard and grab it, you know, with a 60 O board. But it's whatever. 60 D board doesn't matter. That's nitpicking. She gets bronze rebound chaser, I think. Whatever. I'm nitpicking. But what I like about this build, the agility is 90. You could cap breaker if you want down the line. I don't really like the strength. Like, I think strength on locks don't really matter like that. I'm gonna be honest. Unless they buff the strength and the movable forcer. A movable forcer and strength on locks is trash last year. I know a lot of you guys are going to debate me on that. You know, a movable forcer is a placebo badge. Like, all the best locks in the world, they ran 71 strength and they didn't care about movable enforcer. I'm telling you guys, I have a lock build that I made previous 2Ks that I never put the strength on and it didn't matter. But it's a debate. I'm not going to debate, but do what you guys want with the strength. I think the strength is too high personally. I would go like 71. Give me bronze and movable. Anything higher, I think is kind of a waste. I'm going to be honest, but it's whatever. Vertical is slow. It's whatever. You don't need vertical on a lock. But the problem... I like the speed. The speed is really good. 90 speed. You could cap breaker this down the line. You can put the speed up down the line. And then with the takeovers, you get, this is going to end up making your speed at 99. When you get takeovers, you boost your stats a little bit. You're going to have 99 speed. Your agility is going to go up. So the only problems with this build, I'd say, is the playmaking is too high and the strength is a little too high. But I give this build a 9 out of 10. Boom did a great job future-proofing the build for you guys. So if you guys really want to make a lock build and you don't want to make multiple builds down the line, because 2K is going to always end up giving you cap breakers or making something where you got to switch your builds and make new builds. So if you want to future-proof your build, this is the good build to future-proof and never spend money on another build again. Keep in mind the playmaking is a little too high and the strength is a little too high in my opinion. So 9 out of 10 for Boom. Shout out to Boom. Next build we're looking at Bauer. As you guys know, Black Market, historic run with Jono, Swag, Bauer. They're a really good trio. Hoff is really good center. They have really good teammates. Like, they're just really, really good together. Really good. As you guys seen, I said the locks have low dunking. They just want to dunk the ball. I'm surprised Bauer went no stand dunk at all. That's kind of a red flag a little bit. This might be a huge red flag because in comp pro and competitive settings, you're not always going to get a drive and dunk moving. You're going to have awkward situations where you're going to be under the basket, you need a stand dunk, and instead of taking that free stand dunk, you're going to have to pass it back out against a really good team that's going to play really good defense. So it's going to be kind of tough with no stand dunk at all. But, you know, he has basic dunk. He's going to dunk. That's cool. Mid-range, he's going green as mid-range. He went one higher three-pointer than Boom, 89. His free throw, I don't understand why a lock needs a higher free throw. But, you know, he did it. Bauer actually went lower pass. So, you know, he's thinking like a sweat, man. He is a sweat. But, like, you know, I was just mentioning about Boom's build that pass accuracy needs to be low. She had a higher pass accuracy. She had 75, which was kind of crazy. Ball handle, whatever. Speed with ball, whatever. I think these go up manually with the speed. So that's interesting right there. Interior defense, 54, perimeter defense 97, steal 94, block 68. You got the rebound, whatever, same. So this is what's interesting, right? So if you guys notice, there's common themes everywhere with all these top players. The dunking is low because they just want to get the dunks off, whatever. They don't want to be flashy. The three-pointers in the same range. Pass accuracy, Bauer went low, which I love because you shouldn't be passing like that on the lock. Perimeter and steal are doing the same thing. Block 68. They're trying to get the fluke blocks, take you out of animations, whatever. But perimeter defense 97 and steal 94. So you guys see what he's trying to do. He's gonna +5 the steal to 99. He's gonna put his perimeter up, boom, right here. So when he gets his +5 cap breakers, what he's gonna do? He's gonna put his perimeter up 2, and then he's gonna put his steal up 3. So when he gets +5, so once you hit like starter 3 or starter 4, you're going to get your +5 cap breakers. He's going to +2 the perimeter to 99. He's going to +3 the steal to 97. And then at that point, he could just wait for his other cap breakers, get this to 99, 99. So that's cool right there. His agility is really high. His speed is really high. He could cap breaker his speed down the line. He's 6'4", 199, 6'9" wingspan. So he has 1 inch shorter wingspan than Boom Boom to get the three-pointer up a little bit. And his strength, I was just talking about the strength. Bauer, so see, Bauer is kind of proving my point. Bauer was notorious for last 2K. He made these burly locks and all the random casual guys who, like, you know, they're like, but Bauer has high strength on his lock. He has 95 strength. He has this strength on his lock. Bauer is running 71 strength on this lock right here. So I think Bauer in the back of his head knows, like, yo, strength kind of doesn't matter on a lock. So keep that in mind, guys. I'm not capping to you guys. I literally didn't even see this build until I didn't even look at this strength until just now. So like I looked over the strength. I didn't even know he has 71 strength, but he's on 71 strength too because 71 strength gives you Bronze Immovable Enforcer. He doesn't really believe strength matters on a lock like that. So keep that in mind. With this build, I actually give this build a 10 out of 10. You know, Black Market. You know, Bauer's one of the best locks in the world. Shout out to Bauer, and yeah, I give this build a 10 out of 10. Shout out to Bauer. So Boom, 9 out of 10. Bauer, 10 out of 10. You can't go wrong with these builds. The only issues is, will locks be 6'6", 6'7"? Who knows? Maybe just switch everything with the power forward. Who knows? But as now, 6'4"s are really good. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, guys. It's your boy OFab.